Hey, this is Adrian Gomez with 212 Athlete. Thanks for sending these in and being a part of our online program. Getting into that back leg here at about 102, so you actually do a really good job of squatting. So let's get into this. So you do a good job. Your hips in the right place, which is what I want. Your hips going back that way, knees inside. It looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with where you're sitting on that. Let's move to the next one. So power to the back leg looks pretty good. As you plant your front foot, this angle, we're going to measure the angle out of the back, both legs, 109 degrees. So looks really good. I want it to be above 110. Obviously, if you're on a mound, you're going to increase that. So that flexibility there is really, really good. So that's not an issue. Let's look at your front knee right here. Let's see what happens right when you plant. He doesn't really move, so you do a good job of getting around that front knee. It's a little bit of movement. You're coming across your body with your leg instead of coming with driving your chest down. So we're going to work on that upper body now, but there's a lot of stress on that knee, so I want you to be careful with that. Here's another stressor on the knee. This is called what we call the front leg. Your leg's not internally rotated, but when you land, you're quite bent. I think you're a little bit better off of this mound, but right here you're pretty bent. And what that means is we could increase velocity if this angle was a little bit higher. What that's going to do is allow you to come up and over. And this is what I see. Your upper body is going more this way than driving. You're driving with your hand and not with your chest. So you're not getting quite that rotation that you need. A lot of that has to do with your front knee and how low it is. So it's the angle at your front knee that is something that you have a weakness with. So that's going to really help you. All right, let's look at release point. Release point right now is really fabulous. Past that front foot, I'd like you to get about a foot outside of that front side. But if that front knee came back, you'd have better extension with your chest and be a lot easier for you to drive. So that front knee is going to be an issue. Your back leg, your hips could travel a lot faster. Your back leg's kind of collapsing, and you can see that power of that back leg. You'd see this leg bent. What should happen is this front knee comes back and the hips rotate and this back leg stays straight and it pops up. So if you can do that, that's going to help increase your hip rotation, all of your power out of your back leg. Right. So that's release point. Let's go posture to ball release, and where you're at right now is this would be an A posture, and this would be a B. You're at a B, and that would be a C. So somewhere you're at that B posture, and what that means is you're right here. Your eyes are on there to your hip, and then out of release point. Now your eyes are around 60-degree movement.